Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mansplaining Mike. This is the Mansplaining Mike Show, and today we have some breaking news. Biden just dropped out of the presidential race and endorsed Kamala Harris. That doesn't necessarily mean that Kamala will end up being the nominee, though. It still has to go up in front of the delegates for votes to see if they'll select Kamala Harris as well. But Joe Biden did announce her, and the Democrats are announcing this as some type of a historical moment, calling her the first black woman to ever run for president, even though her mother is Eastern Indian and her father is from Jamaica, I think by way of Sri Lanka, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't really understand how we would consider her the first African American president. I mean, sure, her skin color is dark. You could say that she's black of skin, but she's not like an African American. So, I mean, if that's what you want to call it, she's the first black president nominee, black woman president nominee in the history, and we'll see what happens. So like I said, we're waiting on the delegates to decide who's really going to be the nominee, and it'll also be interesting to see who she has to select as her vice. I mean, she's extremely unpopular. She had less than 2% of the vote when she was running against Biden in the 2020 race. So I'm sure like her popularity hasn't shot up. All she seems to do is make mistake after mistake and misquote after misquote, misspeak after misspeak. She always is stumbling on her words and looking foolish. I mean, I really don't understand how she got to where she is. Some people say that she slept up. I just think she failed up, but it's a possibility. I mean, that she used her looks to get to where she is. I don't think she looks that great, but I mean, I guess in comparison to like Hillary Clinton or something, she looks decent. But anyway, Trump reacted and said Joe Biden is one of the worst presidents we've ever had in the history of the United States. Senior White House advisors call staff to focus on fighting for Harris. I don't think it matters how hard you guys fight for Harris. I don't think she has any opportunity of winning. I mean, she failed up to this point, but I don't know if failing will get her elected as president, because all her and Biden did was fail, and she couldn't put words together, and she doesn't have Alzheimer's like Joe. So maybe people were excusing Joe Biden's lack of ability to give speeches and to speak, but Kamala Harris just giggles like a witch, and man, she just looks crazy all the time. She says stupid things like the wheels on the bus go round and round, and somehow this is our vice president of the United States. The White House also says that Joe Biden will finish off the rest of his term. I don't know that he started it off, though. It doesn't seem like he's in charge of anything. It seems like he's a puppet for, I guess, like a shadow organization or a cabal, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I hope I don't get censored off of YouTube for giving my opinion. Because, I mean, in America, we're supposed to be able to give our opinions. That's what the First Amendment was written for. Especially political speech. We're definitely supposed to be able to speak out against our politicians and politicians of other countries as well. Vance accused Harris of lying about Biden's mental capabilities. I think everybody lied about it. Like every Democrat in the Senate, every Democrat in the House, they've been lying about it for a long time. Anybody with common sense could see that. He couldn't even find his way off of small stages. So I don't know why it would be a surprise that they were lying. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know. There's been other rumors that her running might be Gretchen Whitmer. I think Trump would have an easy time with that as well. I mean, Whitmer has been held under scrutiny as of late. There's a lawsuit that a bunch of Catholic charities just started against her and Dana Nessels because they were trying to push gender ideology on the students and do the same type of thing that California is doing with AB 1955, which would make it so that the schools can't inform the parents of what their kids are claiming their gender is. So if your kid was suffering with gender identity disorder or whatever, they wouldn't even tell you about it. They would start identifying her as a young man or him as a young girl without telling you, and all that just leads to a lot of problems. I don't think that's a popular stance with anybody. I don't think that's popular amongst Democrats, and I really don't think I know for a fact it's not popular amongst Republicans. Like I just heard in Tennessee, the Supreme Court in Tennessee just had ruled that their ban against the gender ideology was fine. Like they can't do anything against it or tear it apart or any of that. So I mean, I think the world is waking up to like the sickness that's going on with our government. Our government is really doing some sick things, taking God out of schools and promoting devilish behaviors. I mean, if we keep up at this rate, we're going to end up failing just like Rome did. I mean, God doesn't look kindly on deviancy. I mean, it says it very clear in a lot of different verses. Look up Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. That's a great one. I'm not going to say it on YouTube because on YouTube, I'm sure I would get censored for it. Um, I don't know why biblical speech would be censored, but I believe it would be. Either way it goes. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in today. This was the Mansplaining Mike Show. I'm Mansplaining Mike. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it if you can, or if you think anybody would find this video useful. I'm out, though, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good day.